So that's right, very popular demand here. We're back to do my Blu Ray collection video of 2021. Now, yes, that's right, we've only been in 2021 for a week and I'm already filming this. Mostly because I said I would and because it's very popular demand. People really want to see this, so thank you guys as always. So my collection, this is actually the most excited I've been to film a Blu Ray collection video, because my collection has changed a lot between this and the last one. A lot of the movies that I held up in the last one, which we all know were bad movies, and I'd go, yeah, I don't really like this, are gone. I've got rid of them, and I've replaced them with what I consider to be much better movies. I'm just going to change this camera angle quickly. There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it? So, here's how it's going to happen. We're going to go TV series, superheroes, sci-fi, action, thriller, period pieces, war films. I got some Disney's, adventure, monster movies, horror, comedy, animation, and then collections, and then box sets. So they're sort of in genre order. I know that the way I organise my Blu-rays really OCD some people out, so I apologise for that. By collections, I mean in terms of HMV premiums, HMV slipcovers, Arrow Blu-rays, Criterions, Studio Ghibli, Disney Animation, and Disney Pixar, because they're all part of collections. So if you want to see stuff like Disney films, because when I go through my animated films and I have no Disney ones, don't worry, I do have Disney ones. We are going to get there. But anyway, as I said, that's the order we're going to go through. This is probably going to take me a couple of days to film, because there's a lot of bloody Blu-rays here to talk about. And I've already rambled enough. This is going to be like a 2-hour video, so we'll get started, shall we? So the very first Blu-ray up I'm going to show you is a Doctor Who one, because we're starting off with TV series, and that is Doctor Who the movie, starring Mr. Paul McGann. Yeah, you know, this film is okay. I think that's probably the best I can do for it. Then we're going to skip ahead and go to the 50th anniversary. Don't worry, Doctor Who fans who are going to get annoyed already because we're missing out on David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston, and some classic Who. We're going to come back to all that with the box sets. But yeah, the 50th anniversary episode, man, I was so hyped for this, and it was a really good time. Then we have Matt Smith's last episode, Time with the Doctor. Really, really good special. Maybe my favourite final episode for a Doctor. Season 8, starring Peter Capaldi. I'm not a huge fan of this season, but Capaldi saves it, and I love Missy. Season 9, which is my favourite of the Capaldi seasons. I actually think this was a return to form for Doctor Who. It's a shame about the final episode, but it was a really good season, I thought. Then we got Series 10. Absolutely love this cover. Yeah, the finale to this season was mind-blowingly brilliant. And then Twice Upon a Time, when Doctor Who ended for a lot of people, including me, unfortunately. But yet, I do own the two Chris Chibnall era seasons. Here's Series 11, starring Jodie Whittaker, which I'm not a big fan of. And then Series 12, which felt like a big slap in the face at the end. But hey, I own it. I've got a couple of the animated episodes here. I think there's another 2 out that I need to get hold of. And there's another one on the way. So here is the MACRA Terror with Mr. Patrick Troughton. And then the Faceless Ones, also Patrick Troughton, which was very kindly sent to me. Then we have 2 spin-off shows here. We've got Torchwood, season 1 through 4, big box set. I really liked every season of Torchwood, to be fair. Especially season 3, the something children, the lost children, something like that. Class, I got halfway through episode 2 and had to turn it off because it was awful. And yeah, there will be more Doctor Who stuff later on in the video. Primeval, series 4. I love Primeval. I kind of grew up with this show as well. Again, my favourite seasons of Primeval, the first 3, not on Blu-ray, so you'll have to wait till we get to the box set bit and you'll see more Primeval. And here is the final season, season 5. His Dark Materials, season 1. Really, really fantastic show. It's good that the Golden Compass type stuff got a good representation on screen finally. And season 2, which I literally finished yesterday. Really, really great. Star Trek Discovery, season 1. I wasn't a huge fan of this. It was very hit and miss for me. And I have here, which I got for Christmas like last year, season 2, which I still just haven't watched because season 1 didn't wow me enough. But hopefully I'll get around to it at some point. And then we've got Westworld, one of my very, very favourite TV shows. This is maybe the best season of anything I've ever watched. Season 1 of Westworld was absolutely fantastic. And then here we have season 2, which I know some people really don't like, but I personally loved it. I thought it was a great follow-up. And yeah, again, just really, really fantastic. Fantastic season there. So then next up, we have Westworld Season 3 in a much thinner and blah looking case. But nevertheless, Westworld Season 3 was still fantastic. The show continues to prove why it's one of the best ones on TV at the minute. Then we have Game of Thrones. That's right here as Season 1. Love Season 1. This is a season which grows a lot on rewatch, because I know a lot of people like to moan about it. On rewatch, that season just gets better. Season 2 of Game of Thrones, arguably also one of the best things I've ever watched on TV. This season was fantastic. I absolutely love it. Season 3, also just incredible. I can't do anything but blush about seasons 1 to 4 of Game of Thrones. They're absolutely incredible and some of the best things you'll ever watch. My personal favourite season of the show is season 4. Every episode had a huge event and it was all written and executed perfectly. And it's such a good show to look at as well. Season 5, this is when things started to go wrong a little bit. It was still really good, really entertaining, but I have some problems with this season. Then we've got Season 6, which kind of carries on those problems from Season 5, but it's a lot more entertaining, so I give it a bit more of a pass. Season 7, this is when things really started to go wrong. Some good moments to it, but also some incredibly stupid moments to it. And then Season 8. What a shame. Then we've got Black Sails. Here is Season 1 and 2. Really, really love this show. Really do. It's an incredible show. I'm trying to meet all the main cast members from it at the minute at the Comic-Cons. Really, really great TV show there. And then here we got Season 3. I love this cover. I've got a poster of it on my wall because I love it so much. Really, really fantastic show. And then the final season, Season 4. They wanted to end it here. They knew how to end it. Game of Thrones, this is how you do an ending. Then here we have this huge, beefy, massive, big boy set of Band of Brothers and the Pacific. Haven't seen the Pacific yet, but Band of Brothers is in here, and it's an incredible show. I really, really loved Band of Brothers. It's one of the best limited series I've ever seen. Then we have The Crown, Season 1, the nice big box set, which I have yet to watch. Breaking Bad. This is the first time in one of these Blu Ray Collection videos I could say I've seen it, and I loved it. I thought this show was fantastic. My favourite stuff was all probably from the back half of Series 4 and Series 5. I now get why people absolutely bang on about this show. It was incredible, and it's a big recommendation to anyone. And of course, we've got El Camino, the follow-up movie. It feels like an extended episode of Breaking Bad, and it's fantastic. I'm currently watching Better Call Saul. So when that ends and there's a box set of that, you can expect a box set of Better Call Saul in the collection. Now on to The Walking Dead. Now you'll think I'm a massive Walking Dead fan because I think I own nearly everything. Might even own everything. I think I do. My relationship with The Walking Dead is very hit and miss. But first off, we got Fear the Walking Dead because it is a prequel, or it was a prequel. This surprised me. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. First season. Season 2 started off really weak. I didn't really like any of the stuff where they were on the boat, but the back half of the season was very entertaining. Season 3, I had a really good time with. It felt like the threats were real again, unlike what they were doing with The Walking Dead. Season 4, this was a mess. This was terrible TV making, terrible. Yeah, this is why I fear The Walking Dead is not liked anymore. And then Season 5, which I thought was okay. It was better than Season 4, but it still wasn't great. Now for The Walking Dead, Season 1, really, really good time. Really enjoyable show. Season 2, I really like this season because there's something that happens here called character development, which The Walking Dead doesn't like to do anymore, because I know that people have, for some reason, don't like Series 2, but I love the stuff that they do, a lot of the characters in there. Season 3, yeah, this was kind of the height of the show, I think. I remember a lot of people loving it back then, and it was a good time. Season 4, the first half of this season was incredible. It's my favourite time for the show. The back half, it's a bit weaker, but it's not awful. And Season 5, the last truly entertaining season of the show, I think. Yeah, it's a decent time. So next up is The Walking Dead Season 6. It's okay. I think that's the best I can do. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just okay. Series 7, this is where issues started to happen. I do love Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan, I'll say that much. But that's the best I can do for that season. Season 8, this is where I sort of fell out of love with the show. This is when I decided I wasn't a big fan anymore. I really didn't like this season. I thought it was boring and just bad TV making. Just not much effort going in. And then the final Walking Dead thing is Season 9. It's a bit of a return to form. It was a bit better than Season 8. It's slowly improving, and so far Series 10, I enjoyed it for the most part. So it's getting better again. Then we got Sherlock, weirdly, next to The Walking Dead. Seasons 1 to 3, which I really enjoy. We have The Abominable Bride, which I quite enjoyed. A lot of people didn't like this. I thought it was very well written. And then Season 4. I really didn't like the first episode, but the other two were really good. The Night Manager, really fantastic limited series. I would have liked Season 2 of that. Hugh Laurie and Tom Hiddleston give maybe the best performances I've seen either of them give. Taboo, starring Mr. Tom Hardy. Peaky Blinders, fantastic series. Series 1 through 3. I'm not sure I'm going to buy any more seasons after the next two I'm going to show you, because I think they're only going to Series 7, so I don't think I'll pick up Series 6 and 7. I think I might just wait and sell all these and get a big box set with it all in. But here is Season 4, my favourite season of the show so far. One of the best opening episodes ever. And then Series 5, the weakest season, unfortunately. A little bit of a step down. Chernobyl, another incredible limited series I had to own. The Boys, I know this is on Amazon Prime, but I had to own it because I loved it so much. Really, really fantastic series there. And now we're going to start looking at Marvel stuff, which are bleed into Marvel movies, and we're going to go into movies here. So, Daredevil, Season 1. What a great show. What a fantastic show. It's the only, well, Jessica Jones. Daredevil and Jessica Jones are the only two I wouldn't mind them bringing back. Daredevil, I think, is the most likely. Wouldn't mind Jessica Jones coming back into the fold as well. Daredevil Season 2, really good as well. I didn't like the Elektra stuff much, but the Punisher stuff was awesome. Luke Cage, it was good. It was good, but I preferred the second season of this. Iron Fist was a bit of a mess, but the second season was an improvement. A bit of a shame that we never got to see that character fleshed out more. Agent Carter Season 1. Yeah, this I've seen this. This was okay. It was okay. Agent Carter Season 2. This is the only one of my Marvel things I haven't watched. I will watch it at some point, but I'm not in a massive rush. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1. The weakest season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., definitely. It's okay. It's enjoyable enough. Season 2, this was a huge step up. I really, really enjoyed this season. Season 3, sort of the same feelings. I thought this was really entertaining. Just a really solid TV show in here. Probably the most underrated show I've watched, because no one seems to talk about it. Season 4, my personal favourite season. The back half of this season when they're in this computer world was unbelievably amazing. Really, really good. Some of the best Marvel stuff you'll see is in that box. And then finally, Season 5, which was a really good season as well. Really, really entertaining stuff. Season 6 and 7 are on Disney+, so I need to watch them at some point. So now we're going into the movies. Here we go. So, of course, starting off with superheroes, and we're on Marvel. So let's go in with the MCU. First up, we have Iron Man. film which started it all. You know, what can I say? It's a great movie. Incredible Hulk, the black sheep of the MCU. But hey, they do acknowledge it from time to time. And they're going to acknowledge it a bit more because Abomination is, of course, going to be appearing in She-Hulk. Iron Man 2. This is kind of your set-up movie for the Avengers, where I think that came before the movie itself, which is a bit of a shame. But there's a really good movie in there. Thor. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this movie. I'm just not. I think it's the weakest Phase 1 movie. Captain America, the First Avenger. I really enjoyed that one. Avengers Assemble, my first Marvel movie. Wow, what a great time. What a really fun time. Iron Man 3. Very controversial one. I enjoyed that movie. I think it's a good time. Thor: The Dark World. Yep, we can live without that one. Maybe my favourite, The Winter Soldier. Adore this movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, also top tier Marvel film for me. Really, really love it. And Age of Ultron. Yeah, it's alright. Next up, of course, is Ant-Man. I really enjoy Ant-Man. I think it's a bit of a forgotten Marvel movie, but I enjoy that one. Civil War, really good movie. There are some problems I have with it, because people, of course, put that one on such a high pedestal. I do have some problems with it, but overall I still really like it. Doctor Strange, really, really interesting movie. I wanted them to do more with it, and I think they will with the second one. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I was a tad disappointed in this one. I didn't like it as much as the first. Spider-Man Homecoming. Probably going to get some slack for this, but it's my favourite live-action Spider-Man movie. Thor Ragnarok. As you'll discover in this video, I'm a huge Taika Waititi fan, so this was an absolute win for me. Black Panther. R.I.P. Mr. Chadwick Boseman. I loved the first 2 acts of this movie. It's a shame the third one sort of fell apart a bit. Avengers Infinity War. You know, what can I say about this movie? It's a very, very entertaining time. Ant-Man and the Wasp, yeah, this was a bit disappointing. I wanted to really like this. I feel bad for the Ant-Man films that they don't get, or the first one at least, it doesn't get as much praise as the rest. And that film didn't really help its case. My least favourite Marvel film, Captain Marvel. That's right, I've got to be a sexist. No, it's nothing against Brie Larson or the fact that it's starring a woman. It's just I didn't think the director's done a very good job. I didn't really think there was anything too interesting happening in that film. Avengers Endgame, my second favourite Marvel film probably, after The Winter Soldier. This was a fantastic ending for the franchise. I preferred it to Infinity War. And then Spider-Man Far From Home. I like this movie, but the more I watch it, the more problems I have with it. And then we've got Venom. I'm not really sure why I own this movie, because I think it's pretty bad. And then I've got this beautiful set here, of course, with the previous 5 Sony Spider-Man films in. So you got Spider-Man 1, 2, which I like. Spider-Man 3, which is yeah. And then, of course, the Amazing Spider-Man films in, which I'm not really a fan of. Into the Spider-Verse, my favourite Spider-Man film without a doubt. I love this movie. X-Men 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, a bit dated now. X-Men First Class. Days of Future Past. Now, I like those two. It's the next 2 I have problems with. X-Men Apocalypse. It'd be nice if Disney, now that New Mutants is out, put a huge box set out of the Fox ones. I could just have them all in there. Dark Phoenix. This was not a good movie. Don't really know why I own it. Origins. Also not a good movie. The Wolverine. It's okay. It's not as bad as some people make out. Logan, easily the best of the Fox Marvel movies. Easily. Deadpool. Deadpool 2. So now we're going to go into my DC films. First up is Man of Steel in 4K. I like this movie. It's unfortunate that it's got Zack Snyder's name on it because he's been a bit tainted lately. Batman v Superman, one of the most disappointing films I've ever seen. Yeah, that one was a shame. Suicide Squad. Yeah, not a good movie. But I'm looking forward to the sequel. Wonder Woman. I really like this movie till about the last act, and then it sort of falls apart. Definitely better than the second one. My least favourite DC film, Justice League. I really hate this movie. I'm actually very excited to see the Snyder Cut. Aquaman. I don't dislike this film, but I don't really like it much either. Shazam, my favourite of the DCEU films. This film has charm and a lot of great energy in it. Birds of Prey. The film's pretty messy, but it's nowhere near as bad as some people make out. I still have a good time with it. Joker. I like this film, but people banged on about it way too much. I got bored of hearing about Joker. The Dark Knight trilogy. Yeah, really good movies in there. Really good movies. Christopher Nolan, of course. And then I know that this TV series, but I've put it here because it's DC. Batman: The Complete Collection, and the complete animated series from the 90s. I'm pretty sure this came out. Really good time. Really good time. And then of course we've got the DC Universe Movie Collection Volume 1 in 4K. I'm really hoping they do a Volume 2 for this because it still looks silly because there's a big 1 on the side. I'd like to get a 2. And then, this is the last piece of my DC... Oh no, there's a couple more DC things. But Gotham, Series 1 through 5. This show's very hit and miss for me. There are aspects towards it that I love, and there are some things that I really hate about this show. So, bit of a mixed bag overall. So next up is Batman, the Motion Picture Anthology, 1989 to 1997. Yeah. Yeah, they're alright. They're alright. I mean, the first two are alright. The later two I won't really bother with again. Superman 5-film collection. I've only seen the first 3. I like the first 2, but the third one's a bit new. And then the last superhero movie, Chronicle, which was amazing. This is a great movie if you haven't seen it. Really fantastic. So now we're moving into sci-fi, and where better to start with sci-fi than Star Wars. So here is The Phantom Menace. I like this movie. Okay, I grew up with it. Of course I'm going to like it, and I'm Star Wars biased. Attack of the Clones. It's alright. It's alright. Revenge of the Sith. Absolutely love this movie. Absolutely love it. A New Hope. Maybe my favourite movie ever. Empire Strikes Back, which is the contender to be my favourite movie ever. Return of the Jedi. The ending of Star Wars. Oh no, wait. The Force Awakens. Yep. It's, decent movie. The Last Jedi. I don't hate it. It's okay. It's fine. The Rise of Skywalker. This is the one I hate. This film's a mess. I really have a passionate hatred for that, as I'm sure most of you already know. Rogue One. My favourite Disney Star Wars movie. And Solo. Yeah, this film's okay. It's a bit of a shame it didn't do better. Clone Wars movie. It's not a great start, but the TV show is so amazing. And here it is. Seasons 1 through 5. This is some of my favourite TV ever. I love... This is some of my favourite Star Wars. I love this show so much. The Lost Missions. Season 6. Really good time. Really want them to release Series 7 on Blu Ray. Rebels, Season 1. Rebels, Season 2. Rebels, Season 3. And my boy Thrawn finally making his debut appearance on TV. And Season 4. Really love Rebels as well. Great show. Now, excuse me, I'm going to show a couple pirate Blu-rays here. Just 2. I've got the first season of Mandalorian on Blu-ray. I pay for Disney, so don't hate me. I pay for it and I watch it on there. but I wanted to own a physical copy of it because I love it so much. So if they release a proper one, I'll buy that and replace it. And then I've got the despecialized editions of the original 3 Star Wars films. So this is very close, like incredibly close to how they would have looked originally on the big screen. Next up, we have Star Trek. This is the 10 movie collection. Very mixed bag in there, but there's some good films in there. Star Trek from 2009, I think, the J.J. Abrams film. I really enjoyed that movie. Into Darkness, it's okay. It's a bit of a mess. Beyond, sort of the same. Avatar. Yeah, you know, I like it. It's fine. I wouldn't go shouting about it myself. Prometheus. I really, really like this movie. I really, really like it. Alien Covenant. This was a huge misstep. And it was another classic case of the studio bending to fans raging about something. The Alien Collection. Alien 1 and 2 are amazing. 3, I don't think is awful. 4's bad. Yeah. Predator. I really like all 3 Predator movies. I'm refusing to buy the 4th one because I hate it. But yeah, I really like the 3 in here. Alien vs Predator. You know what? The first one's fine. The first one's okay. The second one's terrible. Blade Runner. Good movie. I really, really like this film. And they followed it up with an even better one. Blade Runner 2049. That's right. I actually prefer this one. Wow. I just didn't think this film was going to be any good. And what do you know? It was better than that. It was pretty damn incredible. So next up, of course, is Arrival. It only seems poetic that this should follow Blade Runner 2049. I love that director and I can't wait for Dune. Next up, I only got this one the other day. Very kindly gifted to me by a subscriber. Interstellar in 4K. This is my favourite Christopher Nolan film. So to get it in 4K is great. I can't wait to watch it in 4K. Next up is The Martian. Really, really do enjoy this film. And of course, Golden Globes. It's a comedy movie, so I've put it in the wrong section. Gravity. Apollo 13. Under the Skin. Really, really great movie. Ex Machina. Another film which I absolutely love. Really, really, really fantastic film there. Oblivion. A really interesting movie. Some people don't like it, but I really enjoy that film for some reason. Close Encounters of a Third Kind. Sorry. This is the 30th anniversary edition, so nice little box there. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I'd like to get a nice little fancy pack of this movie as well. I think it deserves it. District 9. Love this film. Love this film. The Terminator, of course. First one, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. The greatest action movie of all time here, probably. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This film is absolutely incredible. Again, I'd love to get a box set of this film as well. Like a nice little pack like my Close Encounters. Terminator 3. This one's not bad. This one's okay. And all the other Terminator films that I had in my collection are gone now. They're gone. And I'm not buying Dark Fate. Cloverfield. Really great movie. It's maybe my favourite movie on the hand-to-hand camera style. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Fantastic movie. Cloverfield Paradox is gone from my collection. Annihilation. One of my favourite Netflix originals. Independence Day. Great classic throwback action sci-fi movie. Really always have a great time with that song. Ghostbusters. I only need the first one, but hey, I've got the double pack. Back to the Future. This is the new Blu Ray set they released. You know, the first one's a classic. I find a lot of enjoyment in 2, but I'm not the biggest fan of 3. Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow, call it what you will, I don't care. It's a great movie. I really, really enjoy this film. Ready Player One. I really like this movie. Some people don't. I think it's mostly the book fans who don't, and that's fair enough, but I've not read the book, so I like the film. Men in Black 1 and 2. And Men in Black 3. Don't need international. Don't need that one. Transformers movie 1 through 3. Hey, I find the first and the third one enjoyable. Bumblebee. Seems like a very strange film to be in my collection nowadays, but I kind of like this film. Yeah, I kind of enjoy it. Real Steel, another one which is kind of a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. Dread. God damn it, I love this movie. Looper, fantastic. Rian Johnson, incredible filmmaker. Don't care what you say. The Hunger Games. I really like the first one. I do really like this movie. I have the second one still in my collection because I do find enjoyment in this one as well. The other two are long gone because I don't like them. The Hurt Locker. Lone Survivor. Wanted. Really great movie. Got a couple cheesy Liam Neeson films here. The A-Team. Non-Stop. A Walk Among the Tombstones. A really underrated one. And Taken. And of course we have John Wick. These films just seem to get better, strangely. John Wick 2, and I need to get 3. Skyfall. Don't worry, James Bond fans, I do have the rest. Box sets. Spectra. Not a fan of this one. Atomic Blonde. And of course, the Die Hard collection. It's a bit of a shame they decided to include the last one, but hey, there's a lot of other, the rest of them are still great. So now moving into my Guy Ritchie films, I've only got a couple here that obviously go under the action category. I've got Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, which is a really fantastic movie. My favourite Guy Ritchie movie, Snatch, really cool. And his most recent and my favourite film of last year, The Gentleman, really great movie. Then, only got these two literally the other day, so I haven't had a chance to watch these yet, but we've got Trainspotting. And then, of course, very kindly sent to me as well by a follower, Trainspotting 2 in 4K. Then we have The Italian Job, the original with Michael Caine. What a fantastic movie. Don't go for that Mark Wahlberg one. That's the superior film. Speed, classic action film. Another bit of a guilty pleasure here, one that not many people enjoyed, but I had a good time with. No Escape. Owen Wilson, really good movie. Gone Girl, fantastic David Fincher movie. Prisoners, wow. This was a great film. This was a great film. Here we have, I forget what they call this set. Robert Langdon 3-movie set. I bought this because I got it super cheap in CEX. It was like £8 or something for all 3 of these in 4K. Still have yet to watch any of them. Point Break, classic action movie. Fantastic. The Town, really good movie. Argo, still need to watch this. This is very high on my list of films to watch at the minute. Man from U.N.C.L.E. I would have loved a sequel to this movie. Yeah, this film was great. Bridge of Spies, really good Spielberg film there, really good. Sicario, I love this movie. I really like the second one as well. I just sort of ran out of room and the second one unfortunately fell victim to being put away. American Sniper, fantastic film. End of Watch, haven't seen this one yet. Mission Impossible 1 through 3. It's crazy, these films just sort of get better somehow. I don't understand it. Ghost Protocol, fantastic film. Rogue Nation. And my favourite of the Mission Impossibles, Fallout. I love this movie. Kingsman. Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Baby Driver, of course, Mr. Edgar Wright. I love Edgar Wright. Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. And this is going to surprise people. Yes, I actually own the Fast and Furious films. I think they sort of get interesting around 5. I prefer them when they're cheesy. Fast 7, my favourite of the Fast and Furious films. Fast 8. Hobbs and Shaw. Rambo Collection. Well, it doesn't have the 5th one in, but I won't be buying the 5th one because I absolutely hated it. But I like 1 a lot. 2 and 4 are good. 3, not so much. Rocky. That was a terrible impression. I love all of them but 5. They were all very entertaining movies. I had a great time with them. Creed. Oh, thought they were going to fall then. Just had like a glimpse in the corner of my eye. Creed. You watch, I'll leave that in. I'll forget to edit it out. I mean, there's just going to be a clip of me on YouTube going, what? Creed 2. I think I slightly preferred this to the first one, which I think might be a bit of an unpopular opinion. I'm not sure. Southpaw. This came out the same year as Creed, the first one, and more people seem to look at Creed. I think I actually preferred Southpaw. Really good film. Fighting with My Family. This film gave me a bit more respect for WWE, which I'm not really a fan of, and that gave me some respect for it, the athletes and stuff. Now You See Me. Really, really good movie. Now You See Me 2. It's not bad, but it's just not as good as the first. Inception, another fantastic Christopher Nolan movie. And Limitless, really, really like this movie. Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro are absolutely fantastic in this film. Shutter Island, Martin Scorsese. I really love this movie. The first time I watched it, that plot twist really got me. Birdman. Fantastic movie. I love the director, Ennio Morricone. Whiplash, one of the best films ever made, period. I freaking love this movie. Steve Jobs. Another film which I really enjoyed. American Hustle. I really like this movie as well. I think some people went into it with the wrong intentions. But I had a great time with that film. Catch Me If You Can, fantastic Spielberg film. The Godfather trilogy, I've finally seen these. I really enjoyed the first 2. The third one was a bit ropey, but I really enjoyed the first 2. Yeah, I'm not sure they're films I'll go back to much, but I can appreciate them for what they are. Goodfellas, really, really great Martin Scorsese movie there. Taxi Driver, another great Martin Scorsese movie. I'd love for this to get a nice little box set like Goodfellas. Very enjoyable movie. The Departed. Wow, this film was incredible. The King of Comedy, starring Robert De Niro. You can tell this is where Joker took a lot of its inspirations from, and dare I say, I think this is better than Joker. The Judge. One of my favourite Robert Downey Jr. movies. Alongside Zodiac, which I don't own. Need to own that movie. Reservoir Dogs. Maybe the most beloved film of all time, Pulp Fiction. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Dallas Buyers Club. I'm a bit lost for words on these because they're all great films. The Wolf of Wall Street. This film here is so rewatchable. I love it. Shane Black's a fantastic director, and this is by far his best film. And one of my favourite films ever. The Nice Guys. I really, really love this movie. I connected with it so well. Just got this one the other day and watched it for the first time. Drive. 3 Billboards, which I really enjoyed. Knives Out, my favourite Rian Johnson movie. This is This is a HMV exclusive. Really, really fantastic movie. Eddie the Eagle. Love this movie. I, Tonya. Forrest Gump. Incredible film here. Little Miss Sunshine. This is a fantastic movie. Watch that if you haven't seen it. Silver Linings Playbook. Joy. Nightcrawler. Great movie. Had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Haven't seen this film in about 3 years now. I love it so much. This is high on my list for a rewatch at the minute. Sing Street, which was also very kindly sent to me by a viewer who I've kept his little note in there. This is a perfect film for me because I love 60s through 80s kind of music, and it kind of hits all those vibes. La La Land, what a great movie. What a great movie. Star is Born, fantastic film as well. I was close to bawling my eyes out multiple times throughout that movie. Rocket Man, my favourite biopic that we've had. Bohemian Rhapsody, I like this film, but kind of similar vibes to Joker, as in I got bored of hearing people rave about it. Yesterday, as a big Beatles fan, of course I enjoyed this film, but the lead character is so unlikable, it kind of puts me off the movie a bit at times. Nowhere Boy, really, really great movie, one which not many people have seen. It's about the childhood of John Lennon. Would highly recommend giving that one a watch. Chef, Jon Favreau, we love you. This one here was gifted to me by my girlfriend's parents. I have yet to watch it. I haven't had it for too long. The Outsiders. Of course, this was like the hot young cast back in, I think it's got to be 70s. Or 83 even. Young Tom Cruise in that one. About Time. This film is fan-bloody-tastic. I love this film so much. If you haven't seen it, it's so easy to watch. Beautiful movie. Beautiful movie. And it's on Netflix. Crazy Stupid Love. Anyone who wants to slag off Brie Larson because they don't like Captain Marvel, go watch this film, Room. It's incredible. She's fantastic. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. The Disaster Artist. I'd love for them to put a proper Blu Ray out of the room. I'd buy it in a heartbeat. And Rush. Big Formula 1 fan. So this was a very, very entertaining movie. For sure. Le Mans 66. Really, really great movie from last year. One of my favourites from last year. Everest. A lot of people don't like this movie. I really, really enjoyed it for some reason. Just had a great time with that film. Top 5 film ever here for me. Jaws. I love this movie. I'd love to get a nice, thicker, nice, like Goodfellas sized 4K set for this. I'd love for them to put something like that out for it. The film deserves it. It's incredible. Life of Pi. Love that movie. Castaway. Maybe my favourite performance from Tom Hanks. It's between that and this next one. Captain Phillips. Great film. Deepwater Horizon. Yeah, I really like this movie. I think I wanted a little bit more from it. But still very good. Plus Kurt Russell. Love Kurt Russell. Titanic. I don't think the love story has aged particularly well, but there's some effects in this movie which are fantastic. Like the look of the Titanic itself is gorgeous. The Impossible. I love this movie so much. Maybe my favourite disaster movie. Day After Tomorrow. Good Will Hunting. The Darjeeling Limited. Please release the criterion of this in the UK. Please. Grand Budapest Hotel, which we are getting a criterion for in the UK. Next month, I believe. What We Do in the Shadows. My favourite Taika Waititi movie. I love this film. It cracks me up. Hunt for the Wilder People. Fantastic Taika film. And his latest, Jojo Rabbit, which I also absolutely love. I've also seen Boy and Eagle vs Shark. Just they're not available on Blu-ray, but especially Boy, really good movie. The Moulin Rouge. Les Miserables. I love this film so much. Want to see it on stage. Greatest Showman. Innocent fun. We love it. Prestige. Very underrated Christopher Nolan movie. The Shawshank Redemption. The King's Speech. The Theory of Everything. The Revenant. Leo finally got his Best Actor award. Master and Commander. Really great film. Gladiator. The Last Samurai. My favourite Tom Cruise film outside of the Mission Impossibles. Black Klansman. Spike Lee is incredible. And also Adam Driver. What a fantastic actor. Django Unchained. My favourite Quentin Tarantino movie. The Hateful Eight. I love this movie. Don't understand any hate towards it. Bone Tomahawk. Wow, this film has some scenes which are hard to get through. True Grit. And The Magnificent Seven. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I own this one as well. The film doesn't really do too much for me. Apocalypse Now. Need to watch this still. I got this in the most recent Black Friday deal, so I still need to. I haven't had it long. Schindler's List. War Horse. Great film. Empire of the Sun. 1917. This is the HMV exclusive. Dunkirk. Saving Private Ryan. Such a fantastic film. Glorious Bastards. Very close second for me on Quentin Tarantino. I love that movie. Hacksaw Ridge. Fury, which they filmed just down the road from me. The Imitation Game. 2 Sherlock films by Guy Ritchie. And of course one of the best trilogies here. Indiana Jones. Yeah, we'll ignore that 4th one because the other 3 are freaking amazing. Next up we have Pirates of the Caribbean. I love the original 3 Gore Verbinski movies. I think they're fantastic. And the 4th one's in there. And then I do own the 5th one, even though I really don't like this movie. It's one of those that's in the collection for the sake of it. Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton film. Yeah, it's alright. It's fine. Maleficent. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Actually preferred the 2nd one. Jungle Book, my favourite of the live-action Disney films. Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin. Guy Ritchie. Yeah, I have a soft spot for Aladdin. Don't really know why I have this because I didn't like it. The live-action adaptation of The Lion King. Cinderella, maybe my favourite Kenneth Branagh movie. Pete's Dragon. Mary Poppins and Mary Poppins Returns. Of course, you've got a classic in there. And a pretty good follow-up. Christopher Robin. I love this movie. It's adorable as hell. You got to allow that little inner voice inside of you to come out sometimes going, that was really cute. Into the Woods. Peter Pan. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This is the Harry Potter prequel. I quite enjoyed this movie. Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Did not enjoy this one. Easily the weakest in the Wizarding World universe. Clash of the Titans. I still own this just because it's my first Blu-ray. Labyrinth, of course, Mr. David Bowie. Dark Crystal. I got this after I watched the Netflix show, which I loved. Netflix, please release it on Blu-ray. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. It's a bit too long, but it's a good movie. Desolation of Smaug, probably the best of the Hobbit films. And the only Middle-earth film I'm not really a fan of, The Battle of Five Armies. Yeah, this film's pretty disappointing. Maybe the best trilogy ever, Lord of the Rings. All three of these movies are damn near perfection. And I make it a point to watch them at least twice a year. Jurassic Park, the first one is one of my favourite films ever. The other two are still pretty good. Jurassic World, I like this movie, it's fine. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I don't like this one. This is the only Jurassic Park film I don't like. I prefer 3 to this. Shin Godzilla. It's alright. It's alright. I got people telling me it was better than this one. It's Gareth Edwards. I think Gareth Edwards made this movie. 2014. I disagree. I've got a real soft spot for this movie. I know some people hate it, but I really love this movie. Kong, Skull Island. Not a great movie, but it was nice not to just have the normal Kong running up the Eiffel Tower. No, not the Eiffel Tower. What am I on about? The Empire State Building, isn't it? Eiffel Tower. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Very disappointing movie. King Kong, the Peter Jackson movie. It's alright. It's fine. Planet of the Apes, 7-film collection. So in here we've got the original Planet of the Apes, which I really like. Beneath Planet of the Apes, I think is the second one. It's easier if I just pull them out quickly. I still can't do it because the cases are too awkward. Beneath Planet of the Apes, which I like. Escape from the Planet of the Apes, which I thought was bad. Conquest, which was alright. Battle, which was alright. Mark Wahlberg one sucks. And Rise is fantastic. It is Rise, isn't it? Yeah. And then here's Dawn, which I liked, but it wasn't great. War for Planet of the Apes. My favourite of the Planet of the Apes films. Tremors, the 4-movie pack. Yeah, I mostly own this for the sequels because obviously I've got a nice Arrow copy of the first movie. Then here we have World War Z. There's a great movie in here, but there's a lot of stupid stuff that happens that bogs it down. Mad Max Collection. Mad Max Fury Road. Fantastic movie. Unbreakable. Of course, M. Night Shyamalan. Split. My favourite of this little trilogy. Glass. Get Out. Incredible movie. Us. Ready or Not. Really underrated little horror film there. Quiet Place. Very excited to see the sequel to that. It Follows. Still need to watch this one. Doctor Sleep. Really good sequel there to The Shining. Really good. It Chapter 2. Slightly disappointing movie, but still a decent enough time. Invisible Man. This film surprised the hell out of me. Had a good time with it. Gremlins, which was also recently gifted to me by a subscriber. Not sure why I own this one. Howard the Duck. Yeah. But I do. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Tomb Raider. I like this movie. Thought it was fun. Hugo. Really great Martin Scorsese movie. The most recent addition to my collection. Just got this one yesterday. The Truman Show. I love this film. Thought it was about time I put it in the collection. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The Blues Brothers. What a great film. Dirty Dancing. Mamma Mia. We get into some real campy stuff here. Kind of love it. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Now we're going into comedies. Got Come Fly With Me, the British Matt Lucas, David Williams show. The In-Betweeners movie. In-Betweeners movie 2. Borat. Four Lions. Nice little mini pack Blu Ray here. Interesting movie. Got banned after 4 days in the cinema. The Boat That Rocked. Shaun and Dead. As I say, we love Edgar Wright. Hot Fuzz. My favourite Edgar Wright movie. The World's End. Paul. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I love this movie. I love that film. Zombieland. Might pick up the sequel at some point, because I didn't mind it. Tropic Thunder. 21 Jump Street. Game Night. And Ride Along 1 and 2. The Hangover trilogy. I love the first one. It's one of my favourite comedy movies. And you know what? I can find enjoyment in the other two. Due Date. The Beach Bum. Cracking, underrated comedy movie there. The American Pie 4-film collection. That's right, we don't have none of those crappy spin-offs. The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Superbad. Pineapple Express. Bad Neighbours. Bad Neighbours 2. As you can tell, I like Seth Rogen. This Is the End. And The Interview. The Big Lebowski. Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, and Meet the Parents' Little Fockers. I love the first two. It's a bit of a shame about the third one. Booksmart. Great movie. Had to pick this up. Had to get it from America, but I love it. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. If you like old classic music like me, like, you know, 60s, 70s music, this is a great comedy movie. Anchorman. You know, I find him funny. Step Brothers. This film's straight up terrible here, but for some reason I find enjoyment in it. I'm fully aware that this film is truly awful. But Land of the Lost. This film is so terrible. But for some reason I find it funny. We love this movie. Love Actually. Every year. It's such a good movie. Incredible film, in fact. Home Alone. I would only slightly put this above Love Actually as my favourite Christmas film. But Home Alone and Love Actually, top tier Christmas films. Night Museum. I only really want the first one, but hey, it's a thin pack and it has the other two in, so why not? Where the Wild Things Are. I know this is a kid's film, but I really find this film interesting. I love the character designs. Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Fantastic Mr. Fox. I'd love a UK criterion of that. And this one. The Isle of Dogs. Kubo and the Two Strings. Christmas Carol. Should really put that more with the Christmas films. Maybe I'll just... Where are the Christmas films? Oh no, I'll sort it out after the video. Shrek 1 to 4. 1 and 2 are two of the best animated films ever. And I don't mind 4 either. 4's pretty good. Madagascar, again, just really want the first one because I'm not a fan of the other two, but it's in a thin pack, so I've got all 3 in here. Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda 2. Kung Fu Panda 3. I like the Kung Fu Panda films. How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon 2. And How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden Kingdom. of a Hidden World. Really like those films as well. The Lego Movie. Was expecting this to be bad, but watching now, it's a really good movie. The Lego Batman movie. Great time. Ice Age. This has the first 4 movies in. I think there's a 5th one now. The 4th one I don't care for, but I really like the other 3. Rango. Really, really solid movie there from Gorovinsky. Next up we have Avatar, The Last Airbender. Oh, no, sorry. That's the movie, of course. The Legend of Aang, the complete series. This is a fantastic TV show. I've watched it through once. I really need to do it again. Great show. Planet Dinosaur. Documentaries here. The Trials of Life. As you can tell, I like Sir David Attenborough. Life. Planet Earth. Frozen Planet. Life Story. Africa. The Hunt. Planet Earth 2. Blue Planet, my favourite. I love all the underwater stuff. 7 Worlds, 1 Planet. Great Barrier Reef. I love this cover. And then just a couple DVDs here before we go on to my collection Blu-rays and then box sets. I've got the Clone Wars, the original animated series. And then Volume 2. General Grievous on the back looking badass. Sarah Jane Adventures. And of course, like I said earlier on, this will come back. Primeval, the better seasons. So in case you couldn't tell, because different lighting, it's another day. I couldn't film it all in one day. It's too much for a big video. And apologies if I'm a bit slower. It doesn't look like much, but I managed to slice my hand open last night on some glass. So handling things is a bit more tricky now. But nevertheless, we are going to continue on with the Blu Ray collection today. As I say, now we're on to the collectibles. I probably said this at the end of the last little bit of recording I did. But anyway, I'm telling you again. HMV premiums first, then the HMV collectible slips. Then we've got some Arrow Video Blu-rays, some Criterions, my Studio Ghibli films, Disney, and then Pixar. And then box sets. So, let's carry on. As I say, HMV premiums first. Here we have a film called Them. This is from 1954. Pretty good movie. Forbidden Planet. I used to love this movie growing up. It was really cool to get a nice copy of this. This is from 1956. I haven't seen this one yet. This is All the President's Men. Mostly got this one because it's got Dustin Hoffman in, who I absolutely love. And Robert Redford, who's also a fantastic actor. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. This is a really, really great movie. I'd probably say it's my second favourite Kubrick movie. First or second. Gremlins 2. Have not seen this in years. I really need to rewatch this, considering I just got the first one on 4K. I'm thinking about doing a back-to-back watching of those two movies. King Kong, the original from 1933? Yes, 33. I say that because, for those of you who don't know, they've got the year there. And of course, if you live in America, the HMV slips have numbers on there, so you can get them all. So it has the year and that. So that's pretty cool. And all of these come with posters. Most of these are double discs. Some come with art cards and booklets. And they all match. They look fantastic on the spines. Then we've got Robin Hood. I love Robin Hood. I've always been a big fan. Haven't actually seen this one yet. I really want to watch it. I will probably make this a priority to watch very soon. It's Excalibur. I hear this is pretty cheesy 80s, but hey, we love the whole King Arthur story. This is a film I really wanted to see, and I've got to say I was a bit disappointed with it. The Mission, starring Mr. Robert De Niro and Jeremy Irons, that's it. Couldn't think of his name there. Performance, I hear this film isn't great. I've mostly got it because Mick Jagger. I'm a Stones fan. I think this is one of the newest, in terms of one of the more modern movies that are in the premium range. A Scanner Darkly. This film I found fascinating. I'd really recommend this film if you haven't seen it. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr., Woody Harrelson, and Winona Ryder. Fantastic cast. Gattaca? Haven't seen this yet. Donnie Brasco. Another one which I haven't seen. Got it because of Al Pacino and Johnny Depp. Blow. Legend of the Fall. Really good movie. I really like that film. Chinatown. I watched this one for the first time recently. I think I'd maybe had it a bit hyped up for me too much. I still really enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was incredible like some people say. The original Pet Sematary, I picked this up after I saw the 2019 one. Was it 2019? Because I really didn't like the new one. So I wanted to see the original. Clockwork Orange. This is an amazing movie. I really love this. Stanley Kubrick again there. Casablanca. Absolute classic movie there, of course. Amistad. Steven Spielberg. Munich. Spielberg as well. Really good movie. Clash of the Titans. This was the first premium I got. First one I... Well, not the first one I watched. I'd seen a couple films here before I got the premium, but this is the first premium I watched. Great cheesy 80s. Really recommend it. My Own Private Idaho. Have yet to see this. Of course, I got this one because of Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix. The Last Picture Show. I really loved the story of how this film sort of got made, so I picked it up for that reason, but I can't lie, I have yet to watch it. I can never pronounce this one very well. The Treasure of Serena Madri, something like that. That one there was a gift from my wonderful girlfriend, so I should definitely know how to pronounce it, but I apologise, I don't. Grand Prix. Big Formula 1 fan. Have yet to watch this though, because it's like 3 hours long. Don't get me wrong, I like long films. It's just, that's always a thing that's put me off watching it sooner than what I already have. Marathon Man. Again, haven't seen this one, but I got it for Dustin Hoffman. Kroll. This is high on my list to watch at the minute. I've really been into cheesy 80s horror / sci-fi movies lately, so that's probably one I'm going to watch very soon. This is probably my favourite Kubrick movie, 2001: A Space Odyssey. This film is just... This film's incredible. I mean, hey, this is one of the best movies ever made. The score and the cinematography is out of this world. 2010, the year we made contact, the sequel to it. I have yet to watch this. Barry Lyndon, another fantastic Kubrick movie. And Full Metal Jacket, also great Kubrick movie. The Thing, that's right. This is from 1951. I believe this is the same thing that John Carpenter made. I just hear it's incredibly different. So yeah, I need to watch this. I really do. As you can tell, I haven't watched probably about half of these because these are all still pretty new to my collection. So yeah, I do sort of have an excuse for not watching all these yet. Dracula AD 1972. I want to wait till I've got all the Dracula films to watch these, so I'm slowly getting them all. And they're not all on the premium range, only 2 of them are. And then I have another one in my collection. So I need to try and get the rest so I can sort of then watch them all together. And here is the other one in the premium range. The Satanic Rites of Dracula. Of course, Mr. Christopher Lee. We absolutely love Christopher Lee. Robin and Marion, of course, starring the late, great Sean Connery. So very excited to watch this one. The Man with Two Brains. Top Gun. Now, it's going to surprise people. I hadn't watched this until I got the premium of this. It took me that long to watch this movie, but I have seen it now. This one is Days of Thunder. Tom Cruise again. Airplane. This is very high on my list to watch in a minute. Flashdance. Some cheesy 80s sing-along stuff, I'm guessing, in here. Which, I love a bit of that. Pretty in Pink. And these last few as well were also from my wonderful girlfriend, so gonna shout her out for that. And then The Haunting. This is the modern Haunting, 1999 or newer. I hear it's not great, but I like what the premium range done because they've started to put them in bigger cases. I never understood why Blu-rays didn't take advantage of the whole case, but hey, like Criterion's do. But yeah, so they're my premiums. So then next up, first one on the HMV collectible slips is Taste the Blood of Dracula. Another Christopher Lee Dracula movie. You know, again, still waiting to get them all before I start watching them. The Lost Boys, really want to watch this 80s horror film. Really, really excited to watch this movie. The Haunting, the original. I forget what year this came out. Does it say on the back? 1963. I hear this is a really, really good movie. So, The Exorcist. Annabelle. I was not a big fan of Annabelle. I was a bit disappointed with this film. Annabelle Creation. This was much better than the first movie. It's really weird. It's because Annabelle was a prequel to The Conjuring, and Creation is a prequel to Annabelle, so it's a prequel to a prequel. Yeah. And Annabelle Comes Home. Haven't watched this one yet, but I'm really excited to see this one because it's got Patrick. Can't remember his surname, but it's got the actor from the Conjuring movies in it. The Nun. Haven't watched this. I hear it's terrible. The Conjuring. Really, really fantastic movie. I really enjoyed this. The Conjuring 2. I found this one really interesting because something which I always talk about when I talk about this movie now is the fact that it's about the Enfield haunting, which is, honest to God, only 10 minutes away from me. I could literally drive there in about 8 minutes and see this house. So, that makes that one feel a bit more real. It. The two-part TV series from the 90s, I think it was 1990, starring Mr. Tim Curry. Now we're going on to the Arrow films. Haven't watched any of these yet because I only got this about 2 weeks ago. It was down from £40 to 18, so I couldn't pass it up. The Hellraiser set. You got 3 movies in here, and Arrow put them in really nice hardback boxes. Probably going to get some slack on this one. Donnie Darko. This was gifted to me by my very good friend James a few years ago. And it really pains me to say, because I know it's very well loved, I did not enjoy this movie much. RoboCop. And massive guilty pleasure, Tremors. This is the 4K box set for just the first movie. I love this film so much. Pitch Black, which was also very kindly gifted to me with the slip. I really like that movie. Probably Vin Diesel's best movie. The Hound of Baskerville, starring Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. Horror Express, also starring those same 2 actors. The original Candyman, I got this last year ready for the new one, so I had some sort of idea of what the new one was going to be about. But I haven't rushed to watch it yet because, of course, it keeps getting delayed because of COVID. Another film which was very kindly gifted to me, Massacre Gun. An American Werewolf in London. I need to watch this. It's very high on my list of things to watch at the minute. I watched this for the first time the other night because one of my mates loves this movie and he's like, you got to watch it, you got to watch it. He's going, it's stupid, but you'll love it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And yeah, I can't lie, I watched it and I loved it. It was so stupid and brilliant. It's a weird, wacky, bizarre movie and I had a really fun time with it. One of the best horror movies ever made, without a doubt, The Thing. This is probably the best Arrow film I have as well. Really great movie. Big Trouble in Little China. Also, fantastic movie. Time Bandits. Videodrome. I really want to watch this film. I think it has Debbie Harry from Blondie in that movie. Stormy Monday. Thief. And I just got this one today, very kindly gifted to me by someone. I haven't unboxed it yet because I think I've still got a few more things coming from him. He also sent me this, Jumanji in 4K, which I haven't opened yet. So it's another one for the Blu Ray collection there. He's sending me another couple items, I think. So I'm waiting till they all come to open them. But I did open this one. American factory. So thank you so much to the individual who sent me that, but I will be doing an unboxing on it all. Dark Blue, Kurt Russell. I'm a big Kurt Russell fan. Heathers. And then I've got this Blu-ray here, which is a part of the Masters of Cinema collection. This was sent to me by the filmmaker when I won his contest, A Man for All Seasons. It's my only Master of Cinema Blu-ray at the minute, so have yet to watch it, but I'll get round to it soon. Now we're going on to Criterions. I don't have loads, but I got Desert Hearts, The Last Temptation of Christ, Martin Scorsese, of course, Bottle Rocket, Wes Anderson, Rushmore, Wes Anderson, The Royal Tenenbaums, Wes Anderson. I really, really like this movie. And The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, also Wes Anderson. One of my favourite Wes Anderson movies. I really, really love this movie. Really fantastic film there. The Fisher King is starring Mr. Robin Williams and Jeff Bridges. Tootsie, just watched this for the first time the other day. Dustin Hoffman. Really, really good movie. Really like this film. Punch Drunk Love with Mr. Adam Sandler. I like this movie. Not his best. I'd really love for them to release here in the UK Uncut Gems on Blu-ray. I'd pick that up in a heartbeat. Certain Women. I picked this up because I quite like the cast. And then I done a bit of research because I got it in like a deal like 3 for 30. And I done a bit of research and I discovered that this film apparently is not very good. So I haven't rushed to watch it yet. And Portrait of a Lady on Fire. This is a French movie and this film was absolutely incredible. I love this film so much. I just want to add that I do have Parasite on the way. Because I know some people are probably going to be like, oh, where's Criterion of Parasite? It is on the way. It's just stuck in UK customs at the minute. Okay, so the next up is Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. I think this is the film that sort of made Stanley Kubrick like a lot more popular than what he already was. So yeah, we got that one. And then of course Moonrise Kingdom, another Wes Anderson film. Really excited for the Criterion of Grand Budapest Hotel coming in February. And those two there were also from my wonderful girlfriend, so for Christmas. And then the next two were from my parents for Christmas. So I haven't watched these yet because they're still very new. The New World. And this one is The Tree of Life, which I hear has some of the best cinematography ever for a movie. Then we got Roma, which I have yet to watch. Marriage Story, fantastic film. It was one of my favourite films to come out last year. I think it had the best performance with last year with Adam Driver. I thought he was incredible in that film. And then The Irishman, Martin Scorsese. Really, really good movie. I think the runtime could have been cut down 10-15 minutes just to make it a little bit easier, but it was still a very good movie. Right, that's it for my Criterions. Now on to the Studio Ghibli films. I don't have them all. I actually got a nice batch in this morning. I'm only missing... how many am I missing? I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing 5, I believe, now. And it's annoying. One of them is the first Studio Ghibli film. I forget what it's called. It starts with an N. And to get it with a slip is so hard. So if anyone can help me out there with that, that would be amazing. But so first up, because they're all numbered. Number 2, The Cat Returns. And yeah, I've just got the standard editions of all these with slips. Poco, I haven't seen this one yet. Kiki's Delivery Service, only got this one this morning. Arati. Haven't seen this one yet either, if you couldn't tell. I love this one. Howl's Moving Castle, one of my favourites. I really, really enjoyed this movie. Princess Mononoke. I love this film as well. This film had such a cool concept. My Neighbour Totoro. This film was fantastic. Very cute. Reminded me very much of like the old classic Disney films. I loved it. Whisper of the Heart. My Neighbours, the Yamadas. Haven't seen this one yet either, but I love the look of this one. Looks very cool. Spirited Away, probably their best film in most people's eyes, and I think it's my favourite as well at the minute of the ones I've seen. Only Yesterday. Tales from Earthsea. Ponyo, really good, really good. I love the voice cast for this one. And then from Up on Poppy Hill, The Wind Rises. The Tales of Princess Kaguya. Probably butchered that one. Haven't seen that one yet, if you couldn't guess. This is my second favourite, I think. I loved this film so much when Marnie was here. I thought this film was fantastic. And then the last one, The Red Turtle. And this one's really annoying because they've stopped putting the numbers on the spine. So, but The Red Turtle. Okay, so now we're on to some more familiar animated films. We got the Disney collection here. We got Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which of course is fantastic. Pinocchio, one of my personal favourites. Fantasia, really good film sometimes just to put on in the background, I think. Dumbo. Bambi, we all love Bambi. Saludos Amigos. Put a bit of an accent on there with that one. The Three Caballeros. And yeah, these were never put out on Blu-ray with these slips. I know some people are going to be scratching their heads. These, like, number 6 through to 11 were never put out on Blu-ray here in the UK with these slips. So what I've done is, I took the DVD slip, because they released on DVD, and I just cut them down. I put them in Blu-ray cases. So number 6 through 11 are actually DVDs. But all the rest are Blu-rays. So here we go, Make My Music. Fun and Fancy 3. Melody Time. And the last DVD one is The Adventures of Archibald and Mr. Toad. Then back to proper Blu-ray here. These ones are all legit. Cinderella. Alice in Wonderland. Peter Pan, personal favourite of mine. The Lady and the Tramp. Sleeping Beauty. 101 Dalmatians. The Sword and the Stone. The Jungle Book. Love The Jungle Book. The Aristocats. And Robin Hood. So then next up we have The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. The Rescuers. Fox and the Hound. Really like this film actually. Bit of an underrated one there. The Black Cauldron. Basil, the Great Mouse Detective. Oliver and Company. It's one of the last ones I watched actually. The Little Mermaid. Fantastic film. The Rescuers, Down Under. Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin. Pretty boring choice here, but my favourite animated film of all time, The Lion King. I know it's a pretty generic pick for your favourite animated film, but hey, it's great for a reason. Pocahontas. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hercules, which I believe is getting a live action soon. Mulan. You won't catch the live action of that in my collection. Tarzan. Love this movie. Phil Collins' music is fantastic. Fantasia 2000. The Emperor's New Groove. Atlantis, The Lost Empire. starring Marty McFly. Lilo and Stitch, what an adorable film. Treasure Planet, Disney, give me a live action to this, damn it. Brother Bear, really underrated movie. Really good film. Maybe Disney's most forgettable film ever, Home on the Range. Chicken Little, my least favourite Disney movie. The Wild. Meet the Robinsons. Bolt. I like Bolt. The Princess and the Frog. Really enjoy this film. Bit of a girly one, but I love this film so much. Tangled. Great movie. Wreck-It Ralph. Frozen. Big Hero 6. And Big Hero 6 through to Moana are actually all in 3D underneath. Because I bought them in 3D and then just put the slip over the top when the slip come out. Zootropolis. And here it is. Moana. Love, love, love this movie so much. Ralph Breaks the Internet. I mean, I can't lie, very disappointed in this movie. Why didn't they call it Ralph Wrecks the Internet? Baffling. And the last Disney one at the moment, of course, is Frozen 2. So now we're on to Pixar. Here we go. Of course, these are all collectible slips as well. So starting off with Toy Story. They sort of all have the numbers on the side, like the Disney ones. Toy Story 1. A Bug's Life. Toy Story 2. Monsters Inc. My favourite Pixar movie, Finding Nemo. The Incredibles. Cars. I don't mind the first one. The first one's alright. Ratatouille. Love this movie. Wall-E. Also love this movie. And Up. Also a really good movie. So then the last one's up here before we move on to box sets. Then I've got some music Blu-rays I just thought of to show you guys. Toy Story 3. Pop it there. Cars 2, my least favourite Pixar film. Brave. Monsters University. Inside Out. The Good Dinosaur. Finding Dory. Cars 3. Coco. Love this film. The Incredibles 2. Toy Story 4. And finally the last one, Onward. Really excited to get a Blu-ray for Soul, we hope. Okay, so I'll do box sets first, I guess, because I've got a couple box sets right here. Then I'll show you the few music Blu-rays I still have in my collection. So first up is the Harry Potter box set. All 8 movies. You know, I love all of them in here, really, other than definitely Hellas Part 1 I'm a bit wobbly on. But, you know, all really good movies in here. James Bond. This is all of them up to Quantum of Solace. Yeah, great movie, right? But it's got a lot of other good movies in here. My favourite James Bond film is Casino Royale. Fantastic film. Haven't watched this yet. It was gifted to me just over a month ago from the wonderful Alex Pitt. Mad Men, the complete box set on Blu-ray. So I'm going to dig into this once I finish watching Better Call Saul for you, Alex. So yeah, there's that. Then I also have behind me here, I have the Only Fools and Horses DVD box set. It's a fantastic set. I also have the In-Betweeners series 1 through 3, but that's downstairs, I just realised. So I do have the In-Betweeners 1 through 3 as well, another British comedy show. I have, just in case it ever gets taken off Netflix or Prime, the US box set of The Office. I'm not big on American comedy, I'm not going to lie, in terms of TV, but I love this show. This show is so good. I've watched it through twice. I think it is pure genius. And then for some reason, I think I got this on the cheap, because I'm not really a big fan of this show, but I have it anyway. I've got Family Guy, seasons 1 through 14. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure really why I have that, but hey, I've got it. And next up on the box sets, of course, Doctor Who fans, here we go. We've got the complete Series 3 Doctor Who The Collection, John Pertwee. Really enjoyable season there. First pressing of Season 12, The Complete Collection. This is the complete collection of Season 14. Complete collection of Season 18. Season 19. And these are beautiful sets, by the way, guys. Fantastic sets if you're a Doctor Who fan. Although they're very limited, so a lot of these have gone up in price. Series 23. And Series 26. And then, of course, finally, to wrap up the box sets before we go on to the music Blu-rays, is my box set of Series 1 through 7 of Doctor Who. This is my favourite era of Doctor Who. I watched this growing up religiously as a kid. You know, Series 1 to 5 is some of the best TV I've ever watched. So, yeah, fantastic little set there for Doctor Who. Now, for music stuff, it's right behind me, so I can sort of just grab that. If I just swivel my chair, I can sort of pull those out. They're not in any particular order, really. The music stuff's a bit of a mess at the minute. I mean, my whole collection's not really much of an order. But we have George Harrison, Living in the Material World, directed by Martin Scorsese. John Lennon, New York City. The Electric Live Orchestra live at Wembley. ELO live in Hyde Park. I actually listened to this live. Phil Collins, Going Back. Peter Gabriel, Secret World Tour. Genesis, Sum of the Parts. That was a really fun documentary. Then I've got... What have I got here? I have The Love We Make, Paul McCartney. That one's not great. Live Kisses. Hot Day's Night. I believe this actually got a Criterion in America. And it's quite a good movie. Help. Concert for George. That's a DVD, that one. But still really good. Then here I have the McCartney years. New, this sort of shows like a load of press tours he was doing at the time of that album. This is directed by Ron Howard, 8 Days a Week. The Beatles one, which comes with all the music videos for their #1 songs. And, of course, every Beatle fan should own this, the Anthology box set. And last little slot here of Blu-rays. Bit more of a mixture in here. Here we go, last ones. And then we're done. Coldplay, live. We like a bit of Coldplay. Stevie Wonder. Billy Joel live at Shea Stadium. Really love this concert. Keane, live. Love Keane. The Nebworth concert. The 30th anniversary concert for Bob Dylan. Lindsey Buckingham live. Robert Plant. Eric Clapton, Slow Hand at 50. Or 70 even, sorry. Eric Clapton live in San Diego with JJ Cale. This was a fantastic documentary. Eric Clapton live in the 12 Bars. Watch that. It will give you so much appreciation for him. Trains, Planes and Eric. Cream. Royal Albert Hall concert. And the last one up is the Guitar Crossroads Festival from 2013. Whew, guys, we're done. There we go. There is my complete Blu-ray collection. Slide those ones back. Thank you so much for watching. If you've managed to make it all the way through, I don't know how you've managed it, but wow, that's it. That's my complete collection for the start of 2021. who knows, I might do another one during 2021 if the collection changes a lot again. Because it's changed a lot between the last collection video and this one. So it was worth making a video. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Wow. We're done. We're done. Thank you so much for watching as always, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.